This is end of chapter problem 5.2 from the CFA Institute textbook, Corporate Finance, A Practical Approach, 2nd edition. And here we're being asked to interpret the meaning of Modigliani and Miller's Proposition 2 without taxes. Alright, so from the textbook, starting in around page 203, Proposition 2 without taxes is that the cost of equity is a linear function of the company's debt to equity ratio. That means that as debt goes up, the cost of equity goes up in a predictable linear fashion. Alright? So the basic equation from page 203, you can walk through all the math in there, or you can trust me. But by the time we get to equation 5.9 on page 206, what we see is the cost of equity capital, that's R for cost, E for equity, is equal to the cost of equity capital for a firm with zero debt plus the difference between the cost of a non-levered firm's equity capital and the cost of debt times 1 minus the tax rate times the debt over equity ratio. So bottom line, what it means is that the higher the debt goes, that's where that linear thing comes in. So the cost of equity goes up as the level of D, the amount of debt on the balance sheet, goes up, because the debt over equity gets larger, then you're adding a larger number and it's a linear function. So our choices here. So A, the capital structure decision has no effect on the cost of equity. Well, that's not correct. That's exactly opposite of what Modigliani Miller say. Investment and the capital structure decisions are interdependent. And the third one, the cost of equity increases as the use of debt in the capital structure increases. Well, that's what it means to be a linear function of the company's debt to equity ratio. That means as the use of debt and capital structure increases, the cost of equity increases. So answer C, that's just the plain English interpretation of Proposition 2.